Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Hey guys, MAXIMUS back with another Transformers review. Today we're taking a look at another Age of Extinction figure, and it's Junkheap. This is actually a character from Dark of the Moon. It's one of the Decepticons that scans a waste management dump truck in Chicago, and then we see him transform and roll off, and it just looks so damn cool, and I was hoping we'd get a figure out of it. We never did. I thought we were going to get a deluxe a la Dispensor in the Lost Age line for Transformers Age of Extinction from Takara. We did not. However, they did release this Battle Actioner, or Battler, Action Battler, is that what they're calling them? And, you know, I've never seen one in the store. This, I believe, is the final figure released for Age of Extinction. And I actually got this on Amazon for $20, which is not too bad. I think they were supposed to be around $15 retail. My good friend Wesley at Cybertron Weekly, one of the administrators on Cybertron Weekly, he found the figure at Marshall's for $7. So if you're around a Marshall's, go check them out. You might be able to find them pretty cheap. But I definitely wanted to pick the figure up because I really liked the idea of the waste management dump truck Decepticon. And it's kind of a hard figure to find. So here he is. I was able to get him. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Alright, so here we have Junkheap in the box. Very similar to the other Age of Extinction figures that we have gotten thus far. Definitely cool. I'm liking the artwork up here in the top corner with him, which is a little interesting because it doesn't quite match the color scheme that we get on the robot. There's not as much silver around his eyes that we get on the robot, but that's okay. We get the Transformers 4 logo up here in the corner. It says Transformers on the side. We got Junkheap in a really horrible piece of artwork down here with his Claw Crush gimmick. Of course, we have the robot there. It says Transformers on the side. We get this nice picture of Junkheap again. Nothing on that side. Nothing on the bottom. Just kind of a close-up of the artwork really quick. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really super cool. Very cool, very fun. So there he is. And that's god-awful right there. That just looks like somebody sketched that at their desk real quick. And then we get the nice artwork on the side there. So yeah, back of the package. Here we go. Not much going on. No bio or anything like that. It's got Junkheap with the Decepticon logo. He has a Claw Crush gimmick that comes out of his chest. He's got 9 steps in transformation. His instructions are on the back here. It's got the waste management logo. We've got the dump truck mode, which actually looks really, really good, I think. He's probably going to stay in that mode. But there he is with his gimmick. So just kind of a close-up. The back of the package. Yeah, so there's a little gimmick. There is the dump truck mode. And there are the instructions. If you ever need to know how to transform him in the future, you can pause and look at it there. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. I am digging him. Let's go ahead and get him out of the package and see what we think. And here we have Junkheap out of the package, and you know, this is strangely a fun little figure. It really reminds me of an old G1 brick Transformer in its posability, its transformation, and it's got a fun gimmick. I will say that. There are some things I wish were a little bit more to the figure, and I'll kind of talk about that when we go into it, but overall, this thing is really awesome. In the gimmick, there's this little white button up here at the top. If you press it, his chest pops out. I like it. That is strangely fun. as a kid is going to love that to death. I think that is a really great play gimmick. I am definitely digging him. The details on the guy are very extensive. Lots of molded detail on the arms and the legs and the chest and the head. Not so much in the feet down here, but definitely in the legs. Even the sides have a lot of molding, and the back piece has a lot of molding on it too. He does suffer from hollow leg syndrome, but it is what it is. The only thing the robot mode really is missing is a Decepticon logo. Other than that, it'd been nice if they put a little tiny one there, but other than that, it's actually not too bad. So here's a close-up shot of the head. As you can see, lots of really nice detail. I like the silver. I like the yellow paint. The silver on the chest looks nice as we come around to the side. Again, there's a lot of detail on the shoulder bits there too. I think that was really, really well done. His head does have some hollow in the back, but that's okay. Again, remember, this is kind of a gimmicky little kid's figure, but overall, I think they just did a remarkable job in putting together a relatively cheap and fun toy. And just a nice slow shot right here of the head. I mean, that just looks really cool. Reminds me a lot of Dispensor. I just wish we got a deluxe figure out of this. I think that would have been really cool. And then there's the chest, looking really, really nice. Love that gimmick. And yeah, I mean, the detail on the legs looking super sharp. I really, really like it. I think they did a very nice job on such a young kid's gimmicky little toy. I just wish we had a bigger version. For articulation on this figure, there's not really all that much. The head does not move. His arms actually do move up and down like that, which is kind of cool. And then they also move up and down that way, which is surprising. I didn't think they were going to do that. And nothing at the waist. He does have knee articulation, which is interesting. And other than that, that's really about it. It reminds me a lot of an old school G1 Transformer. And then, of course, my favorite, the little grabby gimmick. Love it. So, yeah, not too terribly bad for what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and compare this guy to some other figures. Here we've got Junkheap next to the only other battle actioner, or action battler. I don't know why I keep calling it battle actioner. The only action battler I have is the Takara Nemesis Prime. And really, to be honest, this one's a way better figure. It's much bulkier and more stable. It's got a better transformation. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. And the gimmick is so awesome on this. I mean, this thing, I love that gimmick. That is so fun. This one doesn't even work so well. I mean, kind of got to throw it forward a little. So that one's a little disappointing. Now, we did get the US version of this guy here. I only saw a couple Optimus Prime figures here in the States. We did not get many of them, which from that I can see why. Here we have Junkheap next to a Takara Transformers Adventure figure, and it's Nemesis Prime. And he actually scales pretty decently with this guy. I'm kind of surprised. Not a bad scale at all. And finally, here he is next to Dispensor. This is, of course, the Takara repaint of, is it Payload? I can't remember. The armored truck that they turn into the fake Mountain Dew mobile, which is really cool. Really, really like this figure. I'm glad they came out with him. I just wish we had this guy in a similar... I mean, they could have really retooled this one just enough to make this into the waste management truck. Because, quite frankly, they've got the same play gimmick. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't just retool this one into this figure as well. I think that was the original plan, but as the Age of Extinction line became extinct, I think this was the last figure in the line that got released, unfortunately, but at least we got the figure. Alright, so transformation on this guy is relatively simple. What you're going to do is you're going to flip his head backwards, like that. You want to pull his arms forward like that. You're going to pull them back like that. Make sure they line up just like that. Clamp his legs together, and then his hinge down here, he's got a double hinge. You're going to straighten out, and then there are some clips that are going to, these kind of gray clips are going to go in like that. Make sure everything's still together. You're going to put his arms down in there, and there he is in his dump truck mode. So looking at this mode, it actually looks pretty good. I like it. I like the waste management logo. I like the rear end here with the yellow, the whole green, the white cab. We get a little Decepticon logo there. It looks pretty decent. From the front end, that side doesn't look too bad. I would like a Decepticon logo there as well. The big falls for this one, obviously we can see his hands up here. And you can actually see his face. That's unfortunate. The other, again, the type of figure, it doesn't surprise me. The other thing, just kind of a close-up here. The plastic hooks, at least they could have painted those black to kind of hide them a little better. But the detail on the cab looks really, really nice. It's got an open window. I'm not sure why those pieces don't have some kind of slot in there. Why those are just straight open, I'm not really sure. But yeah, overall, really good. There's a little magnet to get him to control Grimlock. Silver paint apps up front look really nice. Got all the detail, the little mirror right there. Looks really good. Got the ladder going up here. I'm liking that. Waste management logo. Very cool. Rear end of the truck. Little transformy there, but not too terribly bad. I can forgive that. And it's got the waste management logo there. Everything else is about the same. Overall, I think they did a pretty good job with this mode. And the funny thing is the gimmick still works. That would scare the hell out of you if you're going on the street and the dump truck just straight out tries to eat the garbage. Definitely cool. For comparison, here we have Junkheap with the Takara Tomy Action Battler Nemesis Prime. I actually said it right that time. And, I mean, they scale pretty well together. This is definitely the mode this guy stays in on my shelf, and he's probably going to be the same way. I really do like the dump truck mode, although I am not too unimpressed with the robot mode for what it is. It's actually pretty good. Here we have Junkheap with the Takara Stinger from Age of Extinction, which is a repainted Bumblebee. But it kind of shows you how big he is next to a deluxe figure. He is significantly smaller. I think this would have been a really cool Voyager figure if we actually got the budget to do it. But, you know, I think at least a deluxe figure would have been really cool for this guy. And like I said, I think if they would have taken that Dispensor figure and did some slight remolds to it, it would work just fine. And finally, here he is next to the Transformers Robots in Disguise, Warrior Class Optimus Prime. And these two actually scale pretty well together. I think the cabs are about the right size each, and then the trailer length on the semi-truck versus the dump truck or garbage truck there, I think works really, really well. That's kind of surprising. So is Junkheap a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, this could be a pretty easy pass for the average Transformers fan. However, if you are an Age of Extinction fanatic and you're a completist for that line, you're definitely going to want to get this figure. If you like the oddball and obscure Transformers, you're probably going to want to pick this up. And if you're a Dark of the Moon fan and you just had to have that dump truck Decepticon or garbage truck Decepticon at the end of the movie, then this is definitely something that you'll want to pick up. I don't think I would pay more than $20 for it. The only reason that I paid the $20 for it is because I've never seen it in the stores here. I really wanted the dump truck or garbage truck from Dark of the Moon, and we just didn't get one, and this is kind of a rare figure, so I like those type of toys. So that's why I went ahead and paid the extra $5 for it. I think retail, they're about $15. If you see one, I would pick it up. And if you have a Marshall's around where you live, and like Wesley said, they had them for $7, that's so worth the money to pick up, I think. But other than that, it's an easy pass. If you're a Fairweather Transformers fan, or you don't really care for the Bayformers, then this is something that you could easily walk away from. It's kind of a novelty figure, but that's part of the charm to me, and the fact it was so well built, it is so sturdy, has a fun gimmick, reminds me of a G1, definitely pretty cool. So there he is, Junkheap from Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and as always, look for more videos in the future.